you have some blood. Begin with your senior brother, because you are just 50, he's 67.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Your very good brother and friend, Senator Alain Dume, came after you. I'm wondering what exactly, maybe both of you, if you trace it, perhaps maybe you have some blood relation. And no, you're from the same senatorial district, and your local government isn't too far from his
local government.
Yes, so, and I'm wondering what exactly the issues. But before we get into that, the reaction, and I know that the presidency has reacted to this issue. The court order was on Tuesday relating to the records of the President Tinubu when he was in the U.S. in Chicago, and there are a lot of issues relating to the FOI probe, the investigation that those records should be released. If this happened, the court has granted these agencies and instructed them to do so. Don't you think it's going to have some implication on the reputation of Nigeria's #1 citizen?
There's actually no issue in this thing. It is the opposition and probably members of, the way the media interpreted it. If you read the judgment, what the court said was, first of all, the court even dismissed the idea of joining CIA and said that CIA didn't have any file, didn't have any issue for which it should be joined in the first place. With respect to the FBI and DEA, the court said that in case, because already documents have been released for long, he says, in case you think from the exempt there are documents that are yet to be released, come on the 2nd of May and talk to us so we can determine whether or not they are valid application before the court. So there is nothing, actually, in what was published, the ruling of the court that is new. Everything has been in public domain for ages. But the opposition will want to feast on it because in the absence of better idea, that is the only thing they can cling on to, in the hope that they will probably misinterpret the public. Nothing at all, nothing new.
And you know what the optics are? And these are relating to President's record of how he had money, because the inference were that there were drug dealings which related to wealth and some monies, and how a certain amount of money was confiscated. These have heavy implication on the reputation, on the optics.
Like I told you, it's a non-issue. The court said, if you have any information that you think should be released, come on the 2nd of May. So let's wait for the 2nd of May, because there is actually nothing that they are seeking for which has not been released. And it's a non-issue. It is intended to create unnecessary conversation as if there is an issue on the table. Nothing at all.
So
we don't want to even
the reason
give them
why I'm
the
asking the issue of optics, and because he's #1 citizen, and in any case, whatever that is done outside of this crime, the president has immunity for criminal prosecution and all that. But the fact remains that this is #1 citizen. It carries the nation, the identity of this country. He's supposed to be the #1 marketer of this country. If there are records from the United States connoting or inferring issues of drug dealing, issues of underhand dealings, monies through drugs, don't you think it's going to damage the image of the country? That's what I'm asking you. You're an image maker.
Yes, but it is fictitious, right? We deal with facts before the court, and we deal with substance. As of today, the substance of the matter is that the court dismissed the application to join CIA and say, with respect to the FBI, records have been released before, which you know. But if you think there is any other one that has not been released, come on the 2nd of May. And I can guarantee you can write it and then report it on that day. The court will come to a finding that there is nothing new. Everything has been released. It's not even a subject of conversation. I'm just being honest
with
you, lawyer.
What about the ones that have been released? The issues that have been debated, which caused a lot of campaign matter.
It was litigated, and the Nigerian people, after listening to everything, voted for him. Thank you for having me.
That's how they run it. Once he goes on and trivialize it, downplay it, there are other people who are going to scoop from that to go say the same thing. Or it's just fake news. There's nothing new they want to. What is it that they want to release again? They said this is a drug dealer. They said this or that, and so you get. But on the other hand, as well, they are hoping there will be. I don't think they are. I'm just kind of imagining that, right? But they don't look bothered. But they don't look unbothered too, right? Here is his response to Ndume. They called him Maga Dog, right? Maga Dogo. His response.
Begin with your senior brother, because you are just 50, he is 67.
Yeah, he's a villainous exploiter.
Why do you call him that kind of name?
Because that better describes who he is. But let me give you a perspective. Ali Ndume and I have been wonderful in the sense that through his struggles, when Saraki was dealing with him, Ali Ndume came for me for help. And I played my part supporting him because he's a senator from my district. Much later, when he wanted to become Senate president, Ali Ndume sent somebody ahead of his coming to speak to me. Honorable Kumalia is alive. That he wants to come and see me. He wants my support for his emergence as a Senate president. I said, no problem. He came to my chambers and sat for 2 hours waiting for me. And that's how the relationship with. There is no record anywhere I've ever had problem with Ali Ndume until 10th of January 2014 when I met with Mr. President. Everything changed. He started going about telling people like that they want to replace him with me in Southern Borno because he couldn't get access to see the president. He will go to the TV house, he will go to this one, he will speak about me, whole meetings and the rest. Now, this is a senator whom has been a lawmaker for the past 22 years. 4 years as a House of Rep member, 16 years or thereabout as a senator. 120,000 of his people are in Cameroon as IDPs. During this period, Ali Ndume has served as a majority leader and also Senate Chair, Committee on Defense and Army. He has never done anything to bring his people back from Cameroon. This is a senator, if you want, I can give you the monies that have come to Southern Borno in form of a project. There is no single project in the Southern Borno. This is a senator who knows his primary assignment is lawmaking and oversight. He has never had a bill passed. He has never. 90% of his bill, 90% of his bill, they don't even get to reach second reading. They will be dismissed, not to talk of bringing it for debate. He goes about parading that says the bill that brought about the Northeast Development Commission, he was one that sponsored, and it's a lie. It is Senator Yako. This is a senator, if you go to Southern Borno, there is not a single thing he has done. I mean single in the literal sense, not even...
Would that be fair for all the years that he has been in National Assembly?
That's what I'm telling you.
We've seen him tour that senatorial district.
Let me even tell you.
Reaching out to the people.
Reaching out, doing what? Look at all that has come to his constituency.
The pictures there.
Okay, look at... So is that going to visit people there? Is that a project? Monies have gone to that place in form of a project. I can forward them to you. Not a single one. Even the borehole he said he opened, the boreholes are dried. This is a senator who's stuck in trade. Is the cause, strife, and division. So this is what he does. Anytime he's going to be called upon to account for his time in the National Assembly, he will look for a national issue and distract by trying to portray himself as a populist, as somebody who is an advocate for the people who are going through trouble. Have you ever seen Ali Ndume in any protest? Have you ever seen Ali Ndume participated in any activity that suggests he cares for the young people? That's why I say it's a villainous exploiter. Look at that definition. Wicked manipulator. That's what it means. And look at National Assembly, for example. For all of this period he has been in the National Assembly, he has not contributed anything. He has served in positions that he had the capacity and opportunity to do good. He has always been a nuisance to any Senate, whether 9 Senate, 10 Senate, 11 Senate, whatever it is, he has been a nuisance. He was the Director General for Senator Akpabio. Few weeks after Akpabio emerged, he wanted something he didn't get. He became a persona non grata in the National Assembly. This Senator Natasha, she's not up to 2 years. But what she has done in her constituency is more than what Ndume has done for 22 years. But I challenge him to come and tell you what he has done.
Mr. Bwala.
Apostle. There is God, oh. There is God. Wrapping it up, the same Bulaba Dani said that, you see, social media is one strange place. According to him, he is referring to the critic, or even his own critic online. And he said, you know, it may surprise you that somebody who will say something on Twitter, right? If you find out and try to go and look for this person, you find out that they have mental health problem. The way he put it, listen.
The president said he's going to be away for 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, did you hear about the social media conversation around whether he's receiving the medical treatment in France?
This, you know, the phone, was he stretched?
Did you see it?
No. There is, see, the social media is a presence. Sometimes in social media, somebody will be tweeting. You don't even know who the person is. It can be somebody having mental health somewhere, but you just see that information is on the media.
So there's no iota of truth.
There has never been, and there is no trip the president makes.
The president's trips to France is not related to medical.
Have you not seen him receiving people in the U.S.? I mean, there have been information about him receiving.
Is it yes or no? You could go see a doctor.
The president did not go to see a doctor. He was on a working visit, and we have been publishing his activities.
All right, let's get to our legal.
And of course, one of Tinubu's one of his ministers told newsmen that they have done what nobody has ever done in 2 years. And he is right. The level of shege, the level of looting, the level of indebtedness, and of course, the increasing level of insecurity, they are enough to tell you that they've done what no other government has ever done.
We have done what no administration has done in 2 years.
Absolutely.
None. And go out to the field and see.
You get that now? That they've done what no administration has done in 2 years. And this is just the beginning.
Fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning. But we can remind them, at least, to let you breathe.
Let be poor, breathe. Don't suffocate them. We have that responsibility.
And on that note, we are going to come to the end of, or we have come to the end of the broadcast this evening. Thank you very much for joining me. Tomorrow we continue the series on this bigotry, tribalism, and the politically sponsored hateful rhetorics out there. So you can join me if you hope for it. So it starts from 2 p.m. UK time or Niger time, and I think that is 8 a.m. in the US. Do the rest. Thanks so much for spending your evening with me, and indeed I did miss you, by the way. So I'll see you tomorrow. You should join me. Then there will be an open line when you can phone in. Hopefully the line will be better off then. Well, thank you so much for this evening. My super chatters, my sharers, my commenters, the likers, and all of you, including the Ronukus that sticks to us, stick with us for these 3 hours. Let everybody shall know, say, if the misgovernance in Nigeria, right, doesn't really make any sense to you, it's because you're not paying attention. Everyone is a victim of a sort of like a failed system and a failed government and a failed country. We are all victims. But we have those who love to live in denial, right? Like they don't want to admit. But maybe when we all kind of understand what this means, right? The consequences of all of this, maybe, just maybe, we'll be more interested in preventing or ending this madness. Now, until that time, right, I would continue to preach and I will continue to call your attention to what is going on around you. Maybe you can begin to have an idea how this affects you directly and indirectly. So until I see you again, right, stay safe and never stop watching my video. So subscribe to my channel now, right, if you haven't. Come on, go on. Come on. Yeah, subscribe to this channel. And when I come the next time, you won't miss anything. Good night.
Ayégún làwa mọ̀ ọ́ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Ayégún dáyàrí, ayé dídá.
dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
Máyégún Diary politico.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ó fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní bí wọ́n níran o.
máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì